So here's what's next for the Thunder. The San Antonio Spurs await. Game 1 will be on TNT Saturday from San Antonio. They split their regular season series 2-2. The last of those in San Antonio was meaningless in terms of the standings. The Thunder sat their big guns. But you see the raw numbers there as you look at this series at first glance. Danny, what catches your eye about it? What do you think will be important?
Well, both teams won on their home floor, as you see there. So obviously, San Antonio having home court advantage will be huge in this series. And I think it becomes down to whether they can control the pace of the game. I think San Antonio would probably want to slow it down a little bit more, not let Westbrook get out in transition, find Durant for threes, find Waiters for threes. So slow this game down, play it at their old man pace, which they are good at winning at.
Yeah, I think San Antonio is going to have to move the ball. They're known for their ball move, but they're going to have to make some threes in this series. You know, when you look at OKC and their size and their ability to defend the paint with that size and that physicality, San Antonio, Danny Green, those guys are going to have to get back to making threes like they've done in the past.
Matt, in a long time we haven't seen the defensive player of the year go against arguably the best offensive player in our game right now, in Kevin Durant. So to see those two guys go at one another, the cross matchup, I don't see Tony Parker guarding Westbrook by himself, so I see Danny Green guarding him. So the discipline for OKC to run your stuff, and we know these games are going to be close, and we know OKC was the #1 team this year in blowing leads. Can Russell Westbrook finally turn that corner when games are tight to make the right decision to get his team over the hump?
A lot of great matchups. The Leonard Durant one stands out certainly. What will San Antonio do with Russell Westbrook? Danny Green figures to spend a lot of quality time with Westbrook.
Man, another key is when you look at this matchup and you're talking about Tony Parker sliding over to Roberson, what happens when Dion Waiters comes in the game and now Tony Parker has to guard? It's not that Dion Waiters is that much bigger, but he's bigger girth-wise and he's physical. And he just has a scorer's mentality. So when they bring him in the game and take Robertson out of the game, now Tony Parker has to defend. What's going to happen?
You know, I'm not really concerned about that matchup. Dion Waiters, to me, he's like Brett Favre. You know, he threw a lot of touchdowns, but he threw a lot of interceptions as well. You know what I mean? So he could come in and give you a bunch of points all at once, or he can have some laps on the defensive end. I'm not really concerned about
Kevin
Parker
McHale
guarding
used to call those guys double agents.
Yeah, he's double agent. You don't know what you're about to get.
The thing about a double agent, you have to guard him.
Right.
Robinson on the court, you don't have to guard him. The only thing you have to defend is you have to worry about offensive rebounds and the lob on the backside. With Dion Waiters, like you said, he's going to throw it. He's going to put it up there.
He's going to put it up there.
But there are the nights when they go in. But you have to account for him. And what teams normally do when Robinson's on the floor, they normally use the guy guarding him as that extra help defender.
Right.
So when you bring another scorer in, or you bring in Anthony Morrow, a shooter, now you have to account for everyone, which creates space for Westbrook and Durant.
Also got LaMarcus Aldridge and Serge Ibaka matched up head-to-head.
That's going to be fun because we haven't said the Serge protector in a long time.
No.
So to get him back focused and rebounding and blocking shots could be a big difference in that series.
I think most people would pick San Antonio going in.
Home
Are you in
court
agreement on that? They lost one game at home all season.
Right now, today, you say yes, but I'm just still stuck on Russell Westbrook. Are you ready to turn that corner? The triple-doubles the last 2 years have been great. We've all been talking about it. But now, to win a championship, it's time for you as a point guard to play smarter down the stretch and turn that curve.
And the turnovers have been at a reasonable level for the most part?
For the most part, but it has to be better. We've all talked about it. We've been talking about it all season long. When you're playing the Spurs, you have to play almost perfect basketball because very seldom do they beat themselves. So when you're taking care of the ball, you're rebounding, playing good team defense, you have a chance to beat them.
This will be the third time in, 5 years they've met? Western Conference Finals in 2012 and 2014. Some different characters between them, a different coach on the Oklahoma City sideline as well, but they'll get to it on Saturday, and both will be well-rested. Spurs have 5 full days off, and with tonight's win, the Thunder will have 4 full days off before they meet in San Antonio.